Hi, it's me, San at Sensational VSG. I'm coming back with my week 3 update, and as you can see by the title, it is a devastating weight gain. Yes, I've gained this week. This is partly why I'm late with this video, because honestly I was like so down and embarrassed or disappointed that I didn't want to face the music, but here I am, and I just wanted to put it out there, the truth of gaining 3 weeks post-op. Yes, so let's get into it. Again, my name is San. I recently did my hair, so that's why I got it wrapped up. Also, I'm rocking this Revlon Color Stay lipstick that my friend told me about. If you want to know the color, I can share that too. I thought I'd share. Anyway, because I love it when I see some women on here with like awesome lipsticks, and I'm like, what was that lipstick that they were wearing? You know, so I thought I'd share too, just in case you like it. So I wrote notes, and I wanted to get into stats. I'm 34 years old. I'm 5'6". My highest weight was 297. My pre-op weight was 277. My surgical weight was 265. And week 1, I was 254.4. Then I lost 2 pounds and went down to 252.4. This Saturday, that's my official weigh-in days. That's why I'm gonna share these numbers with you. On Saturday, it was 255. I gained 2.6 pounds. We can go into the details, but I did weigh myself every day since. So yesterday I was a pound less, and today I'm 2 pounds less, so I'm 253. So, and I'll share the changes I've made. Anyway, this week was week 3. I'm still on Soft and Mushy until I see him, and I'm supposed to move on to, or get cleared for everything else. So I've added fish, and lots of fish, like tuna fish, cod. So I've added, we've been eating that, me and my sister, she had it done too, so she's a week behind. And we've added tuna fish, the shakes are still there, and what else have we added? We added, well, for me, let me share some of the things I've added. I even got the box. This thing I love, so delicious, and my store right next door actually carried the entire new brand, and they even repackaged it. Yeah, I'm a fan, and I bought it. I've added this to my eating, so not to say this was the culprit. It is soft, but you know, it's ice cream. It's an alternative ice cream, non-dairy frozen dessert. The stats are awesome. You can see the stats for yourselves. Oh no, is it backwards? Oh jeez. Calories 180, fat is 13 grams, carbohydrates 15 grams with 2 dietary fibers, 12 grams of sugar, and 1 gram of protein. And this is the coconut one. There is cashew and almond alternative. Isn't that great? So I've added this as a sweet treat for myself. What else have I added? These are the shakes that we drink. We have a lot of them. A lot. And we have also the big container where you scoop it out and things like that. So we have tons of these bottles, and we have the big scooper and chocolate peanut butter. And that's, oh yes, thanks to Kitty, watch Kitty Shrink. She talked about the protein water, the Protein 2.0. Finally got it in the mail. I had to order it from Amazon because my Rite Aid didn't carry it. They lame. So no one carried it. I went to like several different stores. So I had to buy it on Amazon. Price was awesome. And it tastes amazing. She is not lying about that. Some days it gives me like a weird thing in my throat, you know, if I just woke up and drank it. But other than that, it doesn't leave that weird chalky taste in your mouth. You know, I always have to when I drink Tramino. But I drink it ice cold. It is the bomb. She was totally right about that. It is the best. So I've added this, and why the weight gain? I was drinking, remember I told you last week I was drinking my calories, which was lemonade and iced tea. So I stopped with all of that. I chucked it out the door that Saturday when I weighed in and saw that gain. So I chucked the rest of it in the sink, and I was still drinking my calories, and I was still, preferring drinking than eating, but I was just drinking carbs. You know, I wasn't drinking protein water, and I wasn't drinking regular water. Just drinking teas, lemonade, iced tea. And when I did eat, it was very few, still under 1,000 calories. Some days it's 700, 600, 800. It's only when I introduced the ice cream that I started going up in calories. But I wasn't going up in protein, I was going up in carbs and fat. Because, you know, it still has 13 grams of fat and 12 grams of sugar, but 1 gram of protein. So I was not making my protein of 60 grams at all. And I wasn't drinking a lot of water at all. And I was still using the bathroom because tea is, you know, caffeine diuretic. So I was still using the bathroom, no problem. And, you know, also I had to take the medicine again, which has codeine in it. So it became irregular. Not constipated, but irregular. So I was holding a bit more of the food I was eating. So I wasn't going to the bathroom regularly. So I was just voiding. So I believe just a combination of things. Really was the carbs, like more carbs than protein. Despite eating under 1,000, it doesn't matter. My macros show that I was eating like 100 grams of carbs. You know, I could pull up my FitnessPal. I still put everything in my FitnessPal, which is great. But if you're following on my FitnessPal, which is I could give you my handle later, Sanjean13. You can see that I've been logging in, but everything were low calories. So the changes I've made were, you know, I went on YouTube, started watching a lot of videos on anyone else who had weight gain of stalls and what advice some people had. A lot of people say up the protein, drink the water. So definitely I chugged all of the, got rid of all of the iced teas and lemonade. Started drinking my protein water. I tried to start in the morning with the protein water, so that's 15 grams. Then I tried to drink the protein. Remember I told you it was going down rough? It was horrible. But this week it's been tolerable. Less phlegm, less gurgle. So, but it's still a chore. It takes me about like an hour, and that's with a break. You know, I have to like drink half of it, and then I take a break, and then try to drink it. But it takes me almost an hour to drink a whole thing. I'm sipping, and I sip slowly and just try to get it down. Like, it's really a chore. Taking in protein, like drinking my protein, it has been a chore. It's unmotivating. It's boring. It's not satisfying. Who said it was going to be satisfying? I don't know, but it's not. It's not great. What is great is the water. It's the best. But the protein shakes, they taste different from before surgery, and they're going down not smooth anymore. So it is a chore. It's my complaint, I know, but I got it in. So since Saturday, my protein has been 60 grams to 77 grams. So I've been getting the protein in. I've been hitting it hardcore. Now we still do the fish, so I bought king salmon. It's on sale. It was in Whole Foods, so I was happy because I love king salmon, and it's only seasonal. So I bought some of that, and I brought my sister wanted cod. We tried that. I had cooked it today, and we had I made a seafood bake. Now, also my sister think that the seafood bake I made on Friday must have contributed to my weight gain. You know, it has a lot of butter, garlic, and sodium, so she was thinking that it could have contributed. And you know, between me and my sister, we ate the whole thing, didn't we? Yeah, we did, the whole day. That one dish lasted the entire day, but between her and I, and it was a small one, a small little seafood bake, but I cooked it in butter, garlic, parsley, and that's it. That's how I cook it. So the butter, parsley, garlic, sodium, you know, salted the fish. So it was a lot of sodium, a lot of butter. So she believes that that also contributed to it. So that could also have been that issue too. So that was great. So the fish were awesome. Today we're having cod with leftover spinach, toast spinach. I have a horrible moment yesterday I want to share. My first time ever vomiting. Yes. I'm not the type of person to actually vomit. Like, actually, well, I gag, but I don't actually bring up anything. Yesterday, let me tell you. So last night, you know, I wanted something fresh and yummy and vinegary, and I like balsamic vinegar. So yes, I went there. So I went and I made a ceviche. So I had little grape tomatoes my sister bought. They were going to waste, so I thought, you know, let me make a ceviche. We had tons of purple onions. So why did we buy onions? I don't remember. Oh, for the chicken salad we made. So we had a ton of red onions. So I went, chopped up the onions. I cut the tomatoes in half, washed them, rinsed them. It was beautiful. I had parsley left over, and I dumped that in there. And I make my homemade dressing, which is 5%, I know, technical, but olive oil and about 35% balsamic vinegar. You know, you put your peppers, you know, shake some pepper in it, some herbs, and I put a tablespoon of raw honey in it. Shake it up in my little mason jar. Beautiful, divine. It tasted great. You know, I had a spoonful of it. So I was like, oh yeah, this is great. So, you know, I pour some on my ceviche. I don't do the lemon and lime the original way. They really do it. So I did the ceviche. I, you know, shook it up, tossed it in my salad, and I had tuna fish with lettuce. That's another thing I've added was lettuce, because I need some lettuce. So I put tuna fish on it, like about 2 tablespoons of the tuna fish on 1 romaine lettuce. I sprinkled onions and tomatoes on it of the ceviche, and I rolled it up, made a little taco out of it. I put a lot of onions, which was like, even I said, that's a lot of onions, but maybe it'll go down. It'll be fine. So I'm eating it, and I'm, you know, trying to take my time. I'm chewing, swallowing, chewing, swallowing. And by the time I'm halfway there, I take another bite, and I'm already feeling full. So I spit out the food. I spit out the ones that was in my mouth. I was chewing. So I got the sign that I'm done. So I spit it out. So whatever I had left that was in my mouth and in my hands, I, you know, put it on the plate and threw it away. So I go onto the couch, you know, I'm going to watch something, and my stomach is starting to like feel like weird. I'm like, and I think it like got on the top part of the stomach. It didn't go anywhere else. It was just like there. And so I'm starting to feel like this weird sensation in my chest, like from the bottom up, and my mouth started to saliva a lot. I was like drooling a lot. It makes no sense, I know. And I was just like, oh my God, like, so I kept swallowing, you know, thinking whatever that is trying to come up, you're going back down. So I'm just swallowing. So I'm, you know, trying to relax and stuff, but then it got even worse, that feeling of trying to come back up. And I said to myself, I think I need to go to the bathroom. So I stood up, I walked over to the bathroom, hunched over the sink. And when I took a deep breath, by the time I know it, I was throwing up in the sink. All that I ate that moment was in the sink. And I made such a noise that my sister was like, Sandra? So that's what they call me at home. She was like, Sandra? So she comes over to the bathroom, opens the light on me, and I'm like so embarrassed. I was like, don't open the light. Close the light. You didn't have to open the light. And I'm just, my eyes are watering. I'm trying to compose myself. I'm flushed in the face. And that was the worst experience because I've not thrown up, and I can't remember ever throwing up. Not when I was little, not when I was school age, never. I've never thrown up food out of my mouth. So that was the worst of having VSG after that, you know. Really, it was the onions, I think, too much of it. I after that, all I could feel and taste was onions, the red onion, and it was too much. So more so than everything else, it just overpowered the dish, and it was too strong and too much for my little pouch. So I learned my lesson, and sad because I have a lot of the ceviche left in the fridge. So I'll just pick out the onions and just eat the tomatoes, I guess. It's sad, you know, I'm really looking forward to eating vegetables again because I'm actually good at with my vegetables. I like eating vegetables. Again, it's just too much of a good thing. It's what got me in trouble. So that is it, my friends. This is week 3, weight gain. Oh my God. So I'm happy to see that the scale is going back down. I am going to continue all of my water intake and protein. So that I see has helped a lot. So right now I'm having this headache. I don't know if it's because of the change of carbs to more protein. You know how you do low carb, you're doing that shift. Anyway, I'm thinking that's where this headache is coming from, which is great. You know, I do indulge in my ice cream, but I don't do it twice. I don't do it twice a day. If I do at all, it's one, and only if I met my protein intake, so that my macros look good. If my macros don't look good and I'm, you know, more like my carbs is more than my protein, then I won't have my eggs. Leave me some comments below. Let me know if you had any weight gains. It's something that definitely was hard to talk about because it's so embarrassing. 3 weeks out and I've gained some craziness. So definitely tell me what you've done to help if you had any stalls or gains. I know Tosh talked about in her week 3 or 4 that she was going up and down the scale herself. So I'm hoping it's just my body adjusting to the very low calories that I'm intaking. I know maybe it's trying to really hold on to those calories, and me eating more carbs than protein is not helping too, since it wants to hold on to all of that. So yeah, so I'm hoping it's just my body trying to adjust, but you know, hopefully it won't keep trying to hold on to that weight. So next Saturday, I'm looking forward to a better weight loss. In a couple of weeks, another week, I'm going to see my surgeon. So I'll also let you know how that goes and things like that, and see what he says. All right. Well, thank you for watching. I know it's a very long video, but stay blessed and good luck. Thank you.